Yo, what's going on, everybody, and welcome back to Mystery Margins Megastore. Okay, we made a big change, and I wanted to start out here because we are going to take a look inside. And if you remember from the first episode, well, we only had one self-checkout, and we had me, my old school checkout, manned, and we have four. We were pulling in around $900 to $1,000 a day, and I have not added any more products from that last episode that you saw. So we have all the same products. The only thing we're changing is increasing how many self-checkouts that we have. So for the first quick segment of this video, we're going to do a test. No new products, no new categories, the exact same store. I just want to see what 5 total checkouts is going to do for the daily revenue. After all that, we're going to go all in on licenses, grocery, and bakery. I want a ton of unlocks, which means more shelves, more equipment, and filling out this whole space so that we can expand. I have seen a couple of other people's videos where they expand the store kind of like what we did, but there's all these open spaces. So I really want to fill this up, try to be, just creative with how we use the space, a little bit of a mini game of Tetris, and then we'll expand as we actually need it. And by the end of the episode, the very end, we're going to be picking the next category to unlock. And personally, I'm kind of thinking music. But if you guys are super opinionated about the about what direction you'd want to see the store go in, then just leave a comment down below. And just so you're aware, here's the list of different options. We have the bakery, we have the grocery, we can do toy and candy, clothing, electronics, music, and sports. Okay, well, we've been open for 2 hours. I've had only one customer come to my aisle, and I would speak just a little bit too soon. Here's the next guy, chips. By the way, chips have been selling like they're going out of style. But yeah, 2 hours in, and the self-checkout is just printing money. Now, before you guys freak out, this self-checkout is taking over the process or the store or whatever. I am going to forever keep at least this one manned checkout that we can jump in and use, or we may even hire somebody to take it over. So we will not give this up. Also, by the way, in case you guys were wondering, our mess here in the corner is slowly starting to fix itself. We have started using pallets. This just allows us to order more of one ingredient or one product, and it's a little bit more organized. And he has no problem, the restocker, walking through all these, selecting what he needs, and handling business still. So we may buy individual items and still put them in this corner on a case-by-case basis, but I think we're at the point now where we can use those pallets pretty consistently. All right, let's check on the boys. You are done, and you are done. So we can officially end the day. The store is ready for tomorrow. Total sales, $2,293 compared to the $9,000 to $1,000. We've more than doubled our total sales by adding those kiosks. So those are going to pay themselves off. All right, so we started a new day. I was looking to hire somebody. Oops, that's the wrong one. I was looking to hire a restocker, but the only options for yesterday, they wanted $150. Same with these guys, and their stats were awful. So this guy walks kind of slow, but his work speed is actually really good. But for $1 more, this guy's got a better movement speed and a better work speed. So we're gonna buy Antoine. You're hired, buddy. Everybody, me and Tawani. We're just going to call you A from now on. Welcome to the team, buddy. All right, hitting the open or close to open sign. We are going to work through today very similar to how we did yesterday. The big difference being that we have A now as a morning restocker. This should be more of the same. So we're probably just going to phase to the end of the day, capture whatever revenue we make, and then buy a bunch of new licenses, more product, more shelving, and just really start to expand. Well, in case y'all were wondering, having 2 restockers has definitely lessened the workload on the afternoon guy. These shelves are all pretty good to go. The fruit's good to go. The refrigerator's looking good. The baker, obviously he's here. He's pretty much already caught back up. So I was kind of taking the time to observe these 4 self-checkouts throughout today. We're nearing the end. Oftentimes 3 of them were in use, but 1 was not. So I almost wonder if we've reached sort of like this ratio of product to checkout where we're kind of at, I guess, max capacity. It probably is time that we increase our total products, which is absolutely perfect because that's exactly what we're looking to do here. Let's see, $300 to get level 7. Let's start with that. So it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 new items. All right, so we're buying 1 of everything just so that we can get proper placeholders on the shelves and in the refrigerator, and then the surplus we'll send to the back to the dock, and then the restocker can do his thing. Okay, juice has been added. $8.23, price is set. What do we got here? Jelly beans. Oh baby, right next to the chips. And I gotta be honest, I'm not a huge jelly bean guy, but those look kind of tasty. Okay, so I went to click the mincemeat on the refrigerator. Now, granted, there's no space, but this is a refrigerator, and it clearly says that it needs a freezer, so let's go buy one of those. The most expedited shipping I have ever seen. Thank you, box truck driver guy. The deep freezer has been acquired. And I guess for now, we might as well put it parallel or right in line with our refrigerator unit. So we'll take the mincemeat, open them up, and then how does this work? You just pick a side and yeah, there it goes. Now, wait a minute. We do want 2, right? We want 2 spots. So this holds only 3 items? Yeah, it only holds 3 items. So let's set the price and then go buy us another one. $15.75 for a package of mincemeat. I will say that by upgrading these licenses, our cost per good is going up. So I think between the increase in items and our different checkout options, we're going to start making some fat money. Bring her on home, buddy. I know this is your 3rd trip here tonight. I do appreciate it. Let me get out of the way. Don't run me over. All right, it only makes sense that the chicken goes in the next 2 slots, so you can't hold nearly as many chickens in there. We might end up having, if 6 or 7 or 8 is max, we might have to get 3 slots for the chicken. All right, and lastly, we have French fries, which we can add into the last 2 slots. Oh, I keep saying slots. All right, and the final item is toothpaste. Let's just add that since it's sort of its own little like health and beauty type item. We'll add that away from the food. Technically, that should have its own shelf or be in its own area, and we can adjust that in the future, but for now, it'll go in the bottom corner. $12.75 for a thing of toothpaste. My goodness. All right, so now that everything has its proper place, I did put an order into the front of the store here for just a small inventory, 3 different items, 3 or 4, depending on the item, of these new products that we just got. And we're only at $444, so we have to have enough to be able to pay for our employees. So my plan is we're gonna get everything put into the warehouse, restocker. Philip's gonna do a really good job getting all the items out onto the store floor. And then we'll start the next day, grind through it, get ourselves some revenue, and then expand yet again. I gotta be honest, we're in the afternoon of the day, and even though we've had a stocker the entire time, we are almost out of apples, we're almost out of lemons, we were out of chicken. Now, partially that was because we were just out of inventory. I had to buy some on the fly and then run it back there. But Conrad here, he's just working like a madman, but maybe we're getting to a point where even 2 stockers are not enough.
Hey, how's it going?
Now, the bakery is looking good. We're kind of down on raw ingredients for these pita bread, whatever those things are, but he is looking good shelf-wise. Yeah, it's just literally 2 apples left. Almost out of chips, half out on flour, and almost half out on tea. We very well may need to get another restocker. Well, you can pretty quickly see, even with just adding a couple of new products, how this warehouse could expand. We can go vertical and get those shelves, but we can't afford them yet, so we need the square footage area at least. We're gonna start filling this up very quickly. Okay, hold on. Before we do anything, we are making another hire. Mr. Andy here, $111 per day, which is pretty reasonable. Has a movement speed of 111 and a work speed of 129. This guy might have the best stats I've ever seen. And $111? You're hired, buddy. Late shift for you. Come on in. Welcome to the team. Everybody, meet Andy. How you doing, sir? Look me in the eyes when I'm talking to you. And what we have all been waiting to see, oh my goodness, $3,224 in total sales. That's what, an extra $1,000 on top of the day before? More than $1,000 just from one license upgrade. So, man, we do this again by the next license upgrade, because I don't know if we have the total. We're only at $838, so we're gonna need one more day of solid sales like that, and then we can buy the next upgrade or next license, buy all those items. We're already at max capacity on our refrigerator and our freezer, so we're gonna have to buy more of those, and it's only a matter of time before we're gonna have to start another aisle and get more shelving units. And don't get it mistaken, your boy is still on the cash register, putting in the work himself. We're never too good to get our hands dirty and get involved on the floor. All right, so I got a surplus of items in the inventory. I think we're okay to buy this product license number 5. Let's see. This is going to unlock soap, laundry detergent, dishwasher tablets, cleaning spray, chicken nugs, and bleach. Each of these items are a bit more expensive, $109 just for one shipment of cleaning spray. As we unlock these more licenses, we are going to need a larger capital to get our inventory up. But again, these items are going to yield us more total money. All right, just as before, we're going to buy one of each of the new items, soap, laundry detergent, and we're going to buy that, send it to the storefront. All right, dishwasher tablets are going to go above the toothpaste. Let's get the proper price here. $12 it is. Now, I did go ahead and order an additional freezer because our freezers over here are full, and we do have chicken nugs to put down. Speaking of the little devils, here they are. Get 2 spots for them. There we go. Throw the box away and get a good price. $7.20, $7.30 even. That'll do. And the bleach might as well go here. I do think we're getting real close to getting another shelving unit. Once we get the extra shelving unit, we might move these items right here over to it just so they have their own little area. Make it a little bit more realistic. All right, so I said forget it. I'm going to buy a couple of more shelves. All right, I think this space makes a little bit more sense than it did before. All right, so now this one, all you gotta do is step to the side, hold down shift, and they butt right up next to each other. That's perfect. All right, so I kind of ran out of money. I want to buy one more shelf to place back here, basically as a placeholder for the toothpaste. I want to move the toothpaste over here, maybe even the hand soap, move that over here as well, just for like personal hygiene. And then this is like cleaning supplies, just laundry soap and whatever, detergent and whatever. So anyways, but we're out of money, so I'm gonna have to do that in the next day. Let's take a look at the total sales report. Another $3,300. That is awesome. Oh no, I just realized I have a sale on all these items. I did not set the price. All right, we're trying to manage everything. I got enough money to where I could buy the shelf and buy a couple of extra ingredients that I need. Here's my shelf. And we also have to keep an eye on that register over there because we are still the one and only, actually, cash register worker person. All right, so the toothpaste is now officially going to be on this shelf. And with this particular box, because you do need the right box type to be able to pull certain products. So hopefully everything will fit over here, and this will be an easy transition for us. All right, my friends, sorry for the wait. I was over there stocking toothpaste. I do a little bit of everything around here. 8, 25, 26 is your change. Quick emergency order of chicken nuggets. I just realized we are completely out. I don't have my dolly. It's almost the end of the day, but not having any chicken nuggets on the shelves is an absolute fail. We need to have the nugs out there. So let's go ahead and help our boy out. There you go, buddy. Don't you worry about it. Nice convenient trash can there. Fully stocked. Yes, sir. All right, we're grinding through another day. We got the inventories up. same as the last time, basically. I think we're in a position we can get away with buying the next license. I'm not sure. Let's see what we unlock. It's the ice cream cone, creme fraiche, a cutlet, and a grapefruit. We're obviously going to buy one of each of these. You guys know the drill by this point. We send everything to the front, and then let us see if we're going to need to buy a new fruit stand. I think we're going to have to buy another freezer. We only got $2,200. I haven't changed any new employees or anything since the last time you guys were updated. So, but it costs us $500 a day to have what employees we have. So we're just gonna have to make sure we save at least $500 in the checking account before we end today. All right, well, good news is grapefruits, we have room for them. So that's gonna save us not having to buy another fruit stand. Let's not make the same mistakes we did before and make sure we actually put a price onto these things. Oh my goodness, 94%? No, sir. $298. There we go. All right, well, with these other new items, we were not quite as fortunate. We do not have the freezer or the refrigerator space. We had to buy one of both, which I guess brings up the question now is how do we want to space this out? Do we run them parallel possibly? All right, so let me show you around here a little bit. We put the fruit stands over here by the bakery, which I do think is kind of realistic. Like you go into a regular store, the fruits in the fresh bakery are usually in the same corner in the same area. That did then free up some space over in this corner for us to put 2 full refrigerators, and we kind of ran out of space and there's no corner unit, so I had to put the trash can over in the corner. And then we lined up these freezer units the best that I could. I have space then to put 2 more, and well, I don't know, if we put one right here, it might be a little close to the freezer, but we'll cross that bridge when we get to it. The little cream things are up in here. We put the cutlets in here next to the chicken nuggets. These ones were already full from before. The other half of the cutlets come over this way, and then the last bit of space here in this freezer is going to be for these little ice cream cones. So I think this is looking pretty good. Curious to see how much we're actually going to make on the next day at the end with total sales. We're about $3,300 leading up to these new products. So hopefully with the addition of these new products, maybe that puts us over the 3,500 range. That, of course, is only if I don't forget to set the price. Also, what I've come to realize is that with the addition of all these new products, we have almost no warehouse space. And so what I think I'm going to have to do is either increase the space, but what I'm going to try to do today instead, in the meantime, is wait for our product to go down to almost 0 and then buy a full pallet instead of buying these partial pallets. And that way, we can actually have a good full inventory and not be like spaced out. Because I think we have some pallets where it's like 2 of the same item. One might be over there and one might be over here. If we can condense everything into one pallet, that would definitely save us some space. So I think that's just a matter of managing the inventory a little bit better. And then just so you guys are aware, once the restockers take an item off of a pallet, if they don't use the full box, they automatically put the partial box in this zone right here. I think they then prioritize picking up items from this zone before they go and pull from the pallet. And my goodness, was I mistaken. That is another $1,000 in total sales on top of our previous best day, which was $3,300. That is awesome. And with not having to buy any old products or any additional inventory, I might be able to actually buy a new license and expand again. Product license 7 acquired. And that, of course, means we get avocados now, banana, mashed potatoes, pudding, and salami sticks. And like normal, we're gonna buy one of each of those so that we make sure we go get placeholders in, well, I guess probably, it doesn't say on here, oh, it does. Fridge, we already have space for fridge. Shelf, we have space. Vegetable shelf, we are gonna need another vegetable shelf. I'm positive of that. So I think, one shelf. So let's just make sure we go ahead and buy that right now. That's furniture, vegetable shelf, one. Add that to the cart, $455. And we're gonna send that straight to the storefront. We've got mega pudding cups. Let's go ahead and put those underneath the creme, whatever those things are called. There we go. And we'll mark them up. $8 on the nose. $8 for one pudding cup. And we got some puree mashed potatoes. Those actually look pretty good, not gonna lie. $7. Puree boxed potatoes, organic. And a salami stick for $6.69. No, sir. Make that $13.73 for that stick. I do recognize that this is the first time where we're not going side by side with our two, positions. We're gonna do avocados top and bottom there, and then we'll do top and bottom here for the bananas. That'll work. That's fine. Now, how much do we charge for an avocado? Or $5.15. Okay. And $4.08. Nope. Make that $4.06 for the banana. All right, and with everything stocked with our fresh ingredients, we're gonna start this new day. And yes, warehouse expansion, $700. It gives us an additional 430 square feet. Let's do it. Now, how much more space? Oh, would you look at that? That's actually quite nice. And I'm not sure what this green symbol means. I kind of wonder if this is made specifically for those racks, those pallet racks, which we really need to get ourselves some of those. It's just so dang expensive to get. Okay, so this item is at 0 off the shelf. We're gonna get 10 of them. Is anything else at 0? No. So 2 items at 0, buying 10 chicken and 10 creme fraiche, and it's $740 to the dock. Man, so hopefully we have enough diversity of quantity of items that we don't hit 0 on like 6 different items at the same time. We might be in trouble. Now that I put that order in and nobody's at the register, let me sneak back here, take a pallet with me while we go. Any other empty ones? There we go. I do think our strategy is gonna work. We are slowly running out of, we're taking care of the pallets and we're creating some empty spaces. So perfect, there we go. See, that pallet's a lot more full. We can hold, I think, a total of 16 items on one pallet. So yeah, that's way better. Another empty pallet, throw that out. Yeah, we're gonna start managing this like a pro. Sorry to keep you waiting. I was managing and all that. $36.79 for you. Thank you. Thank you for your patience. Have a great day. As I was saying, though, we are going to expand the total products on the bakery side of the house, but I've just really focused a lot of this episode more on the grocery side than what I anticipated. And to be honest with you, it's actually been a little bit more of a grind than what I thought it was going to be. I mean, we are making pretty good money now, and it is exponential. We're making more and more money at a higher rate of growth as we get more products, but it is taking a little bit longer than what I thought it was going to take. But hopefully you guys are enjoying it nonetheless. Run back in here real quick and get this new shipment of super expensive cutlets. All right, another day in the books. Everything's restocked. We're ready to end the day. A total sales of 3,900. So not as big as our 4,300 day from the day previous, but it's still higher than where we were at before. So, all right, let's run it back. We're gonna do it again. All right, so I did make the executive decision to buy Liliania, whatever her name is, and the reason I did that was because, well, I guess I kind of want to just make sure that we're automating everything and that this can be self-sufficient. All right, and I cave. We're also going to hire old Gunner, late shift, checkout or cashier number 1. He's got pretty good stats and he's cheap. Here he is, walking to work, getting his steps in. I mean, he's okay. He's decently fast. The reality is, though, he is no more fast and maybe even slower than the self-checkout process. And we have to pay him every day he is here. So it's only a matter of a few days before his wages cost more than what we paid one time for this machine here. But like I told y'all before, I won't get rid of one manned checkout machine. So don't you worry about it. We're not gonna lose our roots completely. Well, maybe I'm out of job. No, I'm just kidding. But our first pretty much fully automated day, I think I checked out 2 or 3 people at my cash register. We earned $4,200. That was with having my quote unquote job at the cash register taken over by our AM and our PM employees. So I'm happy with it. Okay, listen guys, we need to talk. We're at the end of the day. We made a little bit of money. I don't want to do this, but Leilani, you're fired. Gunner, you're fired. The manned cash register has come to a close. We're packing it up, boys. I cannot justify paying $200, give or take whatever it was, every single day to have two employees on a cash register that is not, at the end of the day, performing as good as these self-checkout ones. And to be fair, the people have a choice, and the customers have chosen to fill these self-checkouts more than the man checkout. So clearly that's what the customer wants. And I know some of y'all aren't going to agree with the decision, but it's what has to be done. The purchase has been made, the truck has arrived, and yet another self-checkout has been acquired. Now, I'm gonna have to bump them all down because this is technically number 5, and there's no way it can start with number 5 and then go to 1, 2, 3, and 4. So let me do some arranging here. And AI has officially taken over. Well, to be fair, it's not really AI. It's more just client labor that we do not pay for. But again, in theory, right, if Mystery Margin's expenses are low or less than what they were before, then in theory we could drop the prices. But it's called Mystery Margins for a reason. We just we're squeezing the client. Or that's what it is. I said client, I mean customer. This is what it's come to. This is what it has come to. The grind is real, and we are just going to squeeze every bit of juice out of this thing as we possibly can. I hope that I didn't make a mistake, because by paying for this $1,500 machine, I am only down to $123 in the bank account. So, and yes, just so y'all are wondering, if you stagger the self-checkout like this, you can squeeze more of them into a singular space rather than putting them side by side. So if you're looking to, again, squeeze every ounce of juice out of this lemon, then I would say that this is, a good little tip and trick. Oh man, it is a thing of beauty. All 5 self-checkout registers in full operation. Do you hear that, ladies and gentlemen? That is the sound of money. Big fat dollar signs rolling into the bank account. All jokes aside, though, I kind of am sad not having a cash register for myself. I might, honestly, kind of once we get set up, I might just put my own little cash register off into the corner that I can jump on when I want to and then close it when I don't. I haven't lost my mind with 6 self-checkout. Okay, seriously, I gotta stop. Wait, but honestly, I think I could squeeze a 7th one. I could squeeze a 7th one right here, and people could still walk by the escalator. Oh, come on, boys. I might have to do it. A 7th self-checkout. Oh, man. Look at it. Just look at it. We're printing, boys. We are printing. It is possible that we have gone to the dark side of the Force. But seriously, 7. We could not squeeze. We could possibly squeeze. No, there's no way. There's no way we could squeeze another one. 7 self-checkouts. Now, these last 2 we installed, I guess, a little bit beyond the halfway point of the day. So I don't know if it's going to really affect our total revenue
Nice and fresh.
Maybe I've lost my mind, honestly. I mean, I don't. At some point, these are free, though. That's my thought process. Once you buy this thing, you will not have to pay for it again. It doesn't cost electricity. There's no upkeep cost. So I guess I kind of rushed it maybe, but I bought 7 in hopes that maybe it could help us turn a profit and get things rolling in the right direction. We are already rolling in the right direction, but, you know, if this could give us even a little bit more of a bump, then we'll see. Now, ma'am, why would you stand and wait in line when there's a perfectly 3 good options to your right? Are you okay? Man, we made a lot of progress today. We expanded and made this, I guess, technically one full aisle. We'll come forward a little bit further, but we took on a lot more different products, which it doesn't exactly look like it. I mean, I guess it does. Look, we added a refrigerator, extra refrigerating unit, a couple extra freezer units, a couple extra double shelf units, all full of amazing looking products. Maybe the biggest change of today is the 7 complete self-checkout stands now, which is crazy in a bit of a different direction than what I was anticipating, but a good decision, I think, nonetheless. And then, of course, we didn't expand on the bakery, but we did move our fruits and vegetables over in this corner, which, you know, I think fits the aesthetic and is more realistic. And then, of course, we expanded our warehouse by a couple hundred square feet, and then we're almost, I want to say, exclusively using pallets now rather than just getting the individual boxes, though sometimes we do have to get those as well. In the next episode, we will expand on this warehouse even further. I'm going to try to get those pallet racks so that we can start to organize this mess a little bit, mostly just for the aesthetic, but I think also once we get the height-raising forklift, then it'll also be some actual efficiency to going vertical as well. And we're also going to expand on this store. I'm not sure which direction the expansion goes, but we get 3 or 4 levels of expansion on this first floor before we unlock the upstairs. So we will expand, and what I'm maybe the most excited about, unlocking music. I was kind of taking a look at some of the different licenses inside of music, and I'm a big guitar fan, so we get guitars right off the rip, some percussion instruments. I am super excited. This place is fully automated. Technically, all I have to do is watch the product page and make sure that we have inventory. Other than that, we have employees, the best of employees, I might say, that are just absolutely running the show. And just when I think I'm making some good decisions, I put the little roller mabob right in the doorway. Oh, let me go ahead and move it to, yeah, over here. That'll be better. Thank you guys for the continued love and support. Consider liking the video, leaving a comment if you have any tips or tricks, and maybe even subscribing to the channel so you don't miss any future videos. It would all be greatly appreciated. And we will see you in the next one. I just got hit by this car. You crazy woman.